Hi everybody, and welcome to video 4 in our Winter Cottage series. The first thing I'd like to say is welcome, and also I would like to say please go visit the Facebook groups Sweet Pea Papers and also Junk Journal Tutorials and More. Those are the two groups that I run. There's lots of great stuff going on. If you've seen videos 1, 2, and 3 of this, you'll have heard this spiel, so you already know everything that happens on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Oh, sorry, that's a different commercial. This is my commercial break at the beginning. So anyway, in video 3, we created this base. I added these magnets because I knew for sure we were going to need something to hold that down, and hopefully I won't forget to add a magnet here. Here and here. You know, I should go ahead and put those on. Let me go ahead and put those on. That'll hold that closed. The reason I'm not putting it here is because of the pocket, and we've got 2 thicknesses of paper plus whatever we put on top of there, and it's just going to hold these 2 shut anyway, so why not put them on there where they belong, what they're going to hold, you know, where they're going to hold something shut. That's the other magnet. Okay, let's put this one on here. See, we're already working on something other than what we were going to work on. My chat starts soon that I do every night with my friends. I have glue underneath all of my fingernails. I am so sorry. So I'm going to put this one down. So if you hear a ding on my phone, that's what it is, and I apologize. I forgot to put my phone in the living room. So I put the first magnet down. Then I put this back in with this lifted up. These 1 mil thick magnets, in case you're wondering, these are 10 millimeters around, so they're 10 millimeters by 1 millimeter, which is how thick they are. And you can get them on Amazon, 100 for $10. Okay? So we're gonna, anyway, what I was gonna say is hold this up when you drop them in there because they'll break. They're so thin you can break the bottom one if you leave it here and just crash them in there. Okay. So to put the magnet on this side over here, we're going to figure out which way is the right way. Then we're going to put a piece of tape down facing up with the sticky side up. And we'll put the magnet back down, and we'll close it this way, and we rub the tape so it sticks on the opposite side. And then we put the tape down the rest of the way. Okay, and that holds those 2 shut. And we should probably do the same here. It's a lot of magnets, but we want to make sure it doesn't flop open when we, you know, hold the book up. We don't want the whole thing to fly forwards. So we'll put one back here. The reason I didn't just do this one here, so that one there, oops, I want to flip this over. I'd rather have it attract than push the other one away. You don't want to do that. You got to be careful with your magnets. If I were to put this so close in alignment with the the magnet on the previous page, these remind me a little bitty watch batteries. That's why I keep saying battery. So if I've said it before, I meant magnet. Then it would push this page away instead of holding it down. Okay, so then, whoops. So then we want to do the same thing. Let's take this one up. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's glue that one to that one. Whoops, what am I doing? Tape that one to that one. And then we'll do this one. You also have to be careful that you don't put them too close and it snaps on there, because it will break. I have broken ones everywhere, you wouldn't believe. As you can see, I have a whole stack of broken ones. I use them to hold paper clips and different things. Okay, so then this will all hold each other shut all the way through, versus one of them possibly interacting with the other and pushing it away. Okay, so now we've got all our magnets on. So let's finish this over here. I hope my camera angle is better. You would not believe what I went through to get my craft area straight to me, and also straight for you too. You as well. Okay, so let's glue this on the back. This is where we left off. We have our window on the front. We still have to put paper inside there. We've decided that we're going to put this in there. So we'll put this. You know what? Let's do this first. It's easier to do this while both sides of this are open. Because right now both sides of this are open. Okay? We haven't glued this side shut yet. I might have to take this sweater on. It's a little warm. Okay, so let's, it doesn't have a pattern, but just in case it did, we'll show you how to do it the right way. So let's make that piece for in there, and I'm making it just a smidge smaller. I have to finish tightening the seat on my stool. My stool is making this weird noise when I, oh look, set my pop there. No, I meant to set it over there. I also meant to close it. I totally forgot what I was saying. I did. I completely and totally forgot. Maybe I'll think of it in a minute. Neighbor's dog's barking. I can just barely hear him. It's like, woof. It's a pit bull. I'm glad they're over a little bit and up. I think I mentioned this the last video. Sorry about that. It is rather annoying, even though I can barely hear it. But I am thankful but I don't live directly above. Let me get this slid in here. Let's make sure we don't go too far in here. We'll do that there. Then when we look in here, when we open it to get our card out, then we also see that in there. Okay. We need to put a magnet on here to hold it down. Can't believe I almost forgot. So you can see how many magnets a Lapbook takes. There's going to be another magnet on here when we get done. Let's see. Is that going to interfere with any of these others? Mm-mm. Let's go ahead and put it on so we don't forget when we put the paper on. So silly. Oh, it's not going to be on this paper. It's going to be on the other paper. We're going to have to wait to put it on. I'm going to lay it right there. Okay. So let's put this on the back. And then I'm going to get the papers together. For you, it'll be a second. For me, it'll be a few minutes. I wanted to get this part done so I could move my brain on to the next section. Okay, let's double check. This is the top. That's the top. And put this on right where it glues this shut. And we've got the edge. If you just have a little bit on your finger and you catch it real quick, you can just scrape Fabri-Tac right off that acetate. I know it doesn't seem like you should be able to, but got that off too. Let's see about this one. Yeah, I got several spots on here. Oh, look at that, it's gone. I scraped it off. Okay, so it's all scraped off. Alrighty then. Okay, now that we've got this done, oh, we could have cut the paper and done the magnet. Let's cut the paper for this. We just need to cut it here. The height is fine. And we're going to have to ink it. glue this on, then we can put the magnet on. I like that. And then you can still write on here if you like. So pretty. So I'm just pushing this up against here to make sure there's not a big gap like that. That way the envelope will also be straight. Okay. So now let's put the magnet on the back here. Tape that shut, and then hopefully this one's here, all these are over there. Let's double check this one. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to put this paper down here. One string on my bracelet's really hanging down there, isn't it? Coming very close to being annoying. I love these kind of bracelets. That kind of closure. You know, you just slide it. There's one that's really long. You just pull it and slide it. There we go. Now they're all shorter. Oz. Oz. He's decided he's going to do that little yippy annoying bark. Okay. I'll put this on here. I'll move it over just a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to stop this part here and I'll make the card, and then when we come back we'll do the next section. I've numbered the pages. This is number 1, then this is number 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this will be 6 and 7. Okay, all right, so that's it for this part of the video. And then in the, oh, look at that. Oh, that doesn't matter. I wrote it on here. I wrote this on here wrong. I don't want to, because I wrote that on first before I decided how I wanted to put it on. Okay. There we go, top. Top. Almost had a heart attack there for a minute. Thought I was going to have to rip everything off and do it again. Alright, so I'm going to put you guys on hold, which will be just a second for you, and then I will get the papers together for the next section. Since we were gone, it was last night, actually, and now it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and we're going on to the next thing. Hi, Oz. Oz is in here looking for paper again to eat, and I've cleaned up the floor, so too bad. Now, I finished off, I kind of polished off the front of this. Now, I was going to put something with a tag, but I really like this card, even though it doesn't go, you know, it doesn't fit all the way down. If you just slide it in the top, then it fits. And then it's over a little bit, but I didn't want to cut the green off both sides and put a tab. I still might do that. Then I put this on here. This is one of the things like this. And then I put a piece of ephemera on it. That was a little picture frame, and that seemed to fit well. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I'm a little sniffly. I've used my nose spray and taken my Claritin, and well. And then we still have this as a writing area and image area, and I'm perfectly happy with that. I think it's beautiful. Then I put the card in here. Until we get stuff on here, those magnets are really tough. I put the card in here, and it's a tough one. And I used the little fox, and the reason it's hard to get out is because of the magnets. Which I guess I could have thought that one through a little bit better. Anyway, and so that goes back in there. If I can keep the magnets from grabbing hold. And then I'm going to look for some nature charms. I'm not sure how many I have other than trees, which is fine. But I'm going to look, but I'm not going to punch holes in these until I know for sure that I've got some charms to put on them. So we're going to go to page 2. This one should be fairly easy. Now, I've set out some stuff that we're going to be using, and I'm not sure about this color, but I found it, and it's very thin, so it isn't overpowering. And I'm thinking I might like this color on here, you know, against this gray. So I'm thinking we might put that and then put this over it to match the green. And make with acetate and make a side tuck out of that. So let's do that now. And all this acetate. Okay. First we need to cut the page down. We want the fox, obviously. Oz, get off the chair. He's got a hot spot. He's going bald in that spot because he keeps digging at it. Poor little guy. And he rubs up against the chair to get with the scratching. But he makes these funny noises when he's doing it, so I know when he's doing it from the other room, I can tell. Okay. Now we won't really see that that's cut off and this isn't because the side tuck's going to be there. So now let's get out our Sharpie and we'll mark our length. And I'm not sure on the width yet, so let's just do the length. And I put a little dot there. You don't really need to put more. You have to be careful about getting it on your paper, you know, if it's over just a little bit or something, and you don't want to really get it on that either, so I probably shouldn't have marked it, been marking on top of that. Note to self. And I'm going to cut right above it. Now, let's see. How far out do I want it? Let's take a look at the lace. And I don't really want it to stick out farther than the lace. This is probably 1-inch lace. Yeah. Yeah, this is 1 inch wide. So let's cut this 1 inch wide. It's not very wide, is it? Okay. And we'll glue this on here. Now, we're going to glue it as a side tuck. Oops. Let's ink this. Now that we've got it all cut. I'm thinking I might have inked the edges already. Let's do it one more time and get it a little bit darker. This color is so pale. I wish it was darker. I love this color. And remember, we have a acetate pocket, so you might see that through, you know, around with the lace. And here it is. I was going to say, and I lost my piece of acetate. So let's glue it. My sweater out of the way. I don't want to get glue on it. Of course, we don't care about the bracelets. I do. Okay. Then we'll flip it over. Put it on here. Okay. And we'll smear it out so we don't see the glue. Forgot to get out what I wanted to use as a tag. Okay. Now we're going to take the lace. I was hoping I could get this out from under here without untying this other piece of lace. Should be able to on the open end. Yeah. Flip this over. Gonna put a stripe of glue down the center. Now let's do this edge. So we don't want that flopping up. And then we'll go back up the center. Kind of. Okay. And then it'll look like a lace side tuck. Even though it's really got acetate underneath it. I'll trim it a little bit. Whenever you smooth it out with the glue, it always so see, we will see our it's crooked. Okay. And that'll be our side tuck. And like I said, I forgot to get out what we were going to use for our card. But I'll take care of that. Let's see, that's a little crooked at the top. Once I get it straight, there was a teeny little bit sticking up off the top. There you go. Okay. Now the next page is going to take us longer, and I'm not really sure how long. I stuck my finger in the glue. So we're just going to kind of get it started in this video, and then we'll finish it in the next video. I don't know how that ends up so tall. It still looks like it goes in up there, doesn't it? Is the page cut crooked maybe a little bit? It looks straight. See, now that looks crooked. Let me bring it back a little bit. We'll split the difference. And then now it looks just like a lace tuck. And it's actually an acetate tuck. We can make it a tuck instead of a pocket. Let's make it into a pocket. I'm just muttering to myself at this point. But you can still see the image behind it, which I like. And the blankies and the fox. So we'll keep that there. I found these other laces that will also match. And this one. This one. These are all coffee dyed. This one. I like both of those. Then this one for a thin one. So I like all three of those with the colors in this. And along with the blue lace. Now this blue looks better, or blue-green, or teal, whatever. I don't know what to call it. It's a dark teal. Mixes with this okay too, but now that I see this, I was going to use it, the cream on this. But now I'm wondering if I don't want to use the teal on there too. Well, let's just start doing the page, and once we get to the part where we're going to decorate, then we will know what we want to do. Okay, so let's go on to this one, number 3. I've got a whole pile of stuff for this page. So now this is going to be the paper. And I didn't ink it because we have to cut it down. So do that first. So we want to make sure about the size. Yeah, see, that almost fits. But remember, this one's shorter, goes here. And we want to take a little off each side. Yeah. I think it'll be alright to just take it off this side. Or, duh, let's take it off this side. So silly sometimes. Let's get it inked before we do anything else drastic. I'm gonna try something I've never tried before. Yay, something new. So we're going to put 2 envelopes on here, but we're going to put them on a little bit different. I'm going to break out the washi. Found some nice gray washi that I think will work. Yeah, we don't need this right now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put them on this way. Okay. And we're going to cut them off. Back here so the tag can stick out. I was thinking about cutting the second one, the underneath one, shorter. But now, I'm not so sure. Or the top one, I mean. Let's see. If we make this one shorter, then the tag would stick out further, which is fine. What would it look like? What would be the top one that would be shorter? Let's cut it about there. Save this, make a pocket out of it. This one too. Can make a double pocket like that. Thoughts for another page. Okay. I don't think these tags are big enough, but I think I've got a reason or a way to do that. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we should put the shorter one at the bottom. No, because we're putting them like this. So we're going to put the shorter one at the top. And we'll put this one on here. And then it will will look like a waterfall. Sorta, kinda. I almost feel like that looks like we made a mistake. I feel like this should be shorter to make it look more intentional. Try that. So we'll put it up here. I want to see the green. Put it there. And then we'll put the other one here so we can see the cabin. Let's make a mark. Oops. And put a mark here. And then we can erase the marks, or we can put the envelope up just that little bit and do it that way. Now we can do one of two things. We can cover the tags first and put them on, which I'm more inclined to do, or we can put them on and then cover them. I think we'd be better served to cover them first. We're going to cover them with this. Then we're going to take some of that larger ephemera that I didn't think I was going to need, so I'll have to cut that out with my scan and cut. So I'll do that off camera. Let's cut this one here. We need to do the longer one first. Oh, for goodness sakes. Just don't want it out far enough to see that seam. There we go. I can see that. Then when I cut this one, see, I can cut the width off of the width of this and still be able to use. Let's see. We will be covering up this part, but since we cut it off and it's not in the center, my little brain says that is okay because the text is not centered. And I almost did this side. I did one that side and one this side. That might look better so they're not exactly the same. Okay, so let's do the bigger one in this. I inked the wrong side then because I changed my mind. Plus this bigger one is going to be on the bottom. So this pattern will be fine. That way people don't go, look, she's matchy-matchy again. Okay, so we've got the front. Now this one is going to be on the bottom. So for the back of it, we're going to need this page. I'm going to lift that up. And it's kind of funny because this is really the front, but for this particular purpose, we are going to use this as the back. That looks way big. What was I doing? What in the world was I looking at? Oh, I was looking at this as the top. What I need is there as the top. I was measured it to the top of that. That should be better. See if I need to tighten the screws on the bottom of my stool. Yes. Keeps coming loose. And then the seat on my stool keeps tipping. And as you know, I stand up to go to my paper trimmer and then I come back. So I get on and off the stool a lot. I don't think I inked that side. Nope. Left the whole side off. Ink this. Put a little extra in the corner so I can slide it around, get it lined up, which is short for saying, or the long way of saying I can't line them up very well. Okay. It's going to be the back. This is going to be the I think that'll look fine. Yes, we're going to use the blue lace. Now I'm getting hungry, so before I finish, after I finish this, or this video anyway, then I am going to have a bowl of cereal. Special K with red berries. Okay, let's do this one. We'll go here, and then we'll go to here and not to the end of the envelope. Now that is short. Oh, no it's not. Goofy. The edges, and we'll glue it down. So if this goes like this, oh, but that's going to be the bottom one. Well, I did that wrong. Okay, that's an hour. Let me figure this out, and we'll come back and finish this page in the next video, and then we'll look at the next 1 or 2 pages. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.